Central Minnesota Sports Hub. It's the Morning Sports Desk, presented by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and streaming on YouTube.
Powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena, this is the Morning Sports Desk. I'm CJ Baumgartner. That's Corey Tackman. Corey, we have a doubleheader of Park Region Conference Volleyball on our airwaves tonight. Let's start off with a PRC matchup just across the road on Highway 10.
Which one is that? They're both Park Region. I'm confused. Which one do you want me to do? My game? Is that what that was?
Yeah. The one down the road on Highway 10 going eastward.
Well, okay, that's fine. The other one's also on a Highway 10 school, so I just got confused.
Yeah, but we don't have to leave town for that one.
Oh, I see. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fair enough. It is a Park Region Conference volleyball matchup. The Verndale Pirates host the Pillager Huskies tonight. And let's tell you a little bit about each of these teams, huh? Verndale, the host school, is 4-11 on the year. They're 1-1 in PRC play. They're 4-2 in section play. CJ, we are now officially over the halfway point of the season for volleyball. Like, we are starting to eye up only a handful of regular season matchups and like weekend tournaments still to come. And that October 16th date is going to come pretty quickly for these area volleyball teams. The Pirates have split their last two games. Losing to Walker Hackensack Akeley and beating Browerville Eagle Valley over their last two. The Pillager Huskies are 7-8 overall. They have split their last two matchups, losing to Sabika and beating Aiken. When you look at the PRC, there's two undefeated teams in Henning and Wadena-Deer Creek. Verndale, they're at third. They're 1-1. Bertha-Hewitt, Sabika, Pillager are each 1-2. Monaga 1-3, New York Mills 0-1. When are we going to get those Eagles conference matchups in? Oh, wait, I know. They had one. They postponed one because I was supposed to go there last week, and that one got postponed. Okay, that's where it is. I should mention Verndale does have a QRF value of 29.5. Pillagers is 53.3. As we, like I mentioned, are a little over halfway through the season. Last year, Pillager won this contest in 3-1 victory in Pillager. So a good mid-season conference matchup. Pillager at Verndale tonight, 105.9 FM, the Superstation K-106, Superstation K-106 app, WDC scheduled for a 7 o'clock pregame with a 7:15 first serve. I will be there for that one. We'll see you there.
And over on 101.7 FM and AM920 KWAD, also streaming online at WDCRadio.com/KWAD, another PRC showdown between the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines and the Bertha-Hewitt Bears. The home team, Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines, are coming into this matchup 9-9 overall, 3-3 in section play. They are undefeated in Park Region Conference play so far, 5-2 on the road, 3-6 in neutral site games, 1-1 on their home floor. Crazy to think that we are so far into the season, Corey, and there's only been just a couple games at the WDC floor, but they have a few home games here kind of lined up in a row as they try and ramp up this regular season.
Is this your trip on
this will be my first trip to the new floor.
You're going to love it, man. You're going to love the new floor. You're going to love the new scoreboard and video board that they have in there.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's going to be great. It should be a good one. As the Wolverines, they over the weekend competed at the Midwest Volleyball Warehouse, which is an invite-only tournament. Wolverines got invited. They got a victory against Chatfield in 3 sets and then lost their remaining 4 matches, but all of them went to 3 sets. They lost to Belle Plaine, Rush City, Concordia Academy, and Cannon Falls. So it's always a great time, and always talking, whether it's with Coach Volkman in the past or Coach Thunberg now, they really like going to those tournaments because the competition is so good. Like, it just ramps you up of like, this is the level you got to get to if you want to be good, if you want to be a good team. And they always use that, again, when things are rolling, obviously you want to win, but other times you use those as a really good learning experience because they, as Coach Volkman would always say, they kind of do find a way to show what areas you need to improve on the most. So looking at their game on Tuesday, they also followed that up, by the way, by playing the defending state champion Holly Nuggets, who beat the Wolverines in 3 sets in Holly. Wadena-Deer Creek is a QRF of 67.3. Holly has a QRF of 121.5. That good?
It's really good. And it's gone up since I had a game on a match on Tuesday where, with Staples Motley and Barnesville, who are both in the same conference as Holly. And their QRF at that time was only 115 or 117. So whatever match they won boosted that up through the roof again. The Nuggets are great.
They're good. And looking at that Section 8 AA standings, Holly is in front with a clear lead in the QRF. They're 9-0 in the section, but have a QRF of 121.5. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton is 5-1 in Section 8 AA play. They have a QRF of 88.6 in second place. 86.5 is Roseau. You have Frazee there, East Grand Forks, Perham, and then Wadena-Deer Creek with the 67.3 QRF as they sit 7th in the conference, kind of right smack dab in the middle, but there's still obviously a lot of fluctuation and a lot of room to kind of flesh things out and try and move up and guarantee that home playoff match in the first round, which coaches will tell you all the time is just very important to have. Looking at Wadena-Deer Creek in the Park Region Conference, they are tied with Henning for the lead at 3-0. Behind them is Verndale at 1-1. Bertha-Hewitt is 1-2. So is Sabika and Pillager. Monaga is 1-3, where New York Mills is 0-1 in PRC play. Looking at the Bertha-Hewitt Bears, they're 8-4 coming into this game, and we talked with with activities director David Mills about how Coach McDaniel and company are doing on Monday. Go back and listen to that show. But 5-1 in Section 5A, 1-2 in the Park Region Conference, 3-1 on the road, 2-1 in neutral site games, 3-2 on their home floor. The Bears got a victory against Long Prairie Great Eagle on Monday night. That one went to 5 sets. And then after this game against Wadena-Deer Creek tonight, they will go host their Bertha-Hewitt tournament on Saturday, where, again, A.D. Mills was talking about all the things that are all the teams and a big tournament always for Bertha-Hewitt there as they try and wrap up the regular season. Looking at Bertha-Hewitt in Section 5A in the West subsection, right now Bertha-Hewitt is third, a QRF of 49 even. Nevis has a QRF of 77.9. Sabika, a QRF of 73.1. Then you have LaPorte with 39.8. Walker Hackensack Akeley, 36.3. Long Prairie Grey Eagle, 34.1. Verndale, 29.5. Browerville Eagle Valley, 19.6. And Cass Lake Bena, 16.4. Wrapping up kind of the QRF stuff in there as well. So there's a quick look at how things match up. We're going to have that game again on 101.7 FM, AM920 KWAD, also streaming online at wadena-radio.com/KWAD. A Park Region Conference clash. Corey, as they say, should be a fun one.
Moo or something.
Moo or something. Let's talk about the good folks at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena.
Well, we've been talking about it a bunch, and we have to keep bringing it up because it is the ultimate prize giveaway from the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. An opportunity for you, CJ. Yes, you could win a Nintendo Switch 2. And I don't mean that. I mean literally you. You could do it. That'd be awesome, by the way, if you were the winner of that. Yeah, do you want to win it? It's not just a Nintendo Switch 2, by the way. It's also a 50-inch TV. It's the ultimate prize giveaway from the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. If you already have a FunZone Rewards account, you're automatically entered. If you don't, you just need to get yourself signed up. How can you do that? Well, as we always mention, scan the QR code on your screen right now. If you're watching the Morning Sports Desk on YouTube, stop into the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade or head to their Facebook page and give that QR code a scan. Get yourself entered in to win a Nintendo Switch 2 and a 50-inch TV in the ultimate prize giveaway. It's from the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in beautiful downtown Wadena.
All right, Corey. By the way, should be noted, you can find the full broadcast schedule when you go online to WDC-radio.com and click on Sports Cow, which is right on the homepage, or you can follow Sports Cow on Facebook. Can I get a moo?
How's that one?
That was more like a beller, but yeah, that works. And Anyway, beller. It's such a great word. And by the way, very fitting. When you hear like it's around kind of the winter, at least that's how my dad did it. When you'd have the calves, when the calves would come in the spring, they'd grow up. And then by about the winter time, they were big enough to kind of sort off from their moms. And you sort the calves away from the moms because you're going to sell the calves to the sales barn and things like that. And you'd separate, you'd put all of the calves in the shed or in kind of the enclosed building. And then you would slowly let the big cows come out because they don't want to be in there. They're like, get me out of here. Meanwhile, the calves, they just kind of sit there and they chew on the cud and they like see the food in front of them. They whatever. And by the time anybody realizes what's happened, the moms are separated from the calves and they beller.
It's the right. There's no other way to describe it either. Like you'll hear it the first time. And if you've never used the word beller, you've only ever heard it. Like heard the word used in a sentence and you then go experience that, you'd be like, oh, no, yeah, beller's the perfect word for this.
It was always great because my room at my parents' house was always on the other side of the house, but my brothers shared a room that was on the same side, kind of towards the cow pens. So it's maybe about like 100 yards or so from the house is where those cows were. And like all night long, like they couldn't sleep in that room some years because it's like you could just all night they're just and
face each other on either side of the gate, right? Like sometimes they'll be staring right at each other.
Oh well, that's the thing we do. We'd have to like board up where they see each other because if they saw each other, sometimes like a couple of them get a little hormonal and like try and do something. So if you cover it up and they can't see each other, but that's almost worse because they can hear, so they beller louder. Anyway, it sounds sad, but then after like 2 days, both of them completely forget the other exists.
Yes, exactly.
Cows are not smart creatures. I don't know who you they have very good instincts, but they're not smart creatures.
Whatever people said about lemmings, whatever people say about lemmings is probably the most true about cows. It's probably more true about cows than it is lemmings.
Exactly. So now that we have that farming kind of lecture here for you, Corey, let's talk about the Minnesota Lynx. They got it's tonight, right? Their big game.
Great question.
Tomorrow night, I can't remember. I thought that they had the day off yesterday. So looking at the Minnesota Lynx.
No, there's because they had the travel. I think they played tomorrow.
Oh, they get another game of travel. Okay, you're right. Yeah, 8:30 tomorrow. So good. We'll talk about that. We might as well talk about it now because we'll have a loaded show with football tomorrow.
Sure.
Corey, what do the Lynx need to do in game 3 to take a 2-1 lead in the series? Because if they get down 1-2, not that it's unheard of, but it's also your backs are against the wall. What do they have to do to avoid it?
Well, I'm gonna oversimplify things a little bit, and this is probably just like a general sports take. It's less basketball specific, so forgive me for that. I think what they need to do is get up by 20 and then not blow that lead. It's a bold prediction, but just continue to score more points than the other team, and then don't in turn allow them to eventually score more than you.
I mean,
they pretty much don't need to do anything different except for the part where they blew a 20-point lead.
How could you say something so controversial yet so brave?
For two entire games, they've pretty much done exactly what they needed to do, except one time they blew a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
So could they just continue to do exactly what they're supposed to do and then not blow a 20-point lead? And then I think they'll probably be fine. It's not like a deep-seated, I've thought about this, I've analyzed all the tape sort of take. This is not like, there's no hot take that's waiting to exist here from this series. I think it is literally that simple. Just don't blow a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
And they're capable. They're pretty good. They're pretty good at basketball and have been all year. They're more than capable of not blowing a 20-point lead.
Yes. Yeah.
Made it very clear of what that team needs to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there like a nitty gritty, don't blow a 20-point lead. It's that simple.
You're the better team. Just don't give the other team life. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And it's going to be harder now because you're tied up. They stole one from you and now you get to go to their place.
Exactly.
So don't blow a 20-point lead.
Win a game, steal home court advantage back, and then at the very least you go back to Target Center. And
even if you get up by 7, don't blow a 7-point lead.
Right. Just get ahead and never get behind.
Somehow find a way to have a lead when the final horn sounds. That's it.
Put the ball in the basket, prevent the other team from doing that. I mean, I don't understand why this is so hard, Cheryl Reeves. Come on.
Yeah. No wonder they didn't win any of that postseason awards.
See, Corey could have won Coach of the Year in any league. Just don't let the other team score.
I, for one, would try to make sure the other team doesn't score more points than me.
I, for one, would make sure that I would only call plays where a runner needs to run in baseball. That doesn't include your potential future franchise second baseman hurting his hand.
Oh, yeah, that happened. Does that matter? Does that matter, honestly?
Luke Keaschall of the Minnesota Twins will see a hand specialist, according to Dan Hayes of The Athletic, next week about his left thumb after this was posted yesterday, after today's MRI could require surgery. So we kind of don't know the severity. Obviously, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad, but it certainly shuts him down for the remaining 4 games of the season.
What about their playoff push?
Hey, look, this is the important thing for the Minnesota Twins, Corey. They could, right now, in the Tankathon, the Twins are the best American League team with odds to get the number 1 overall pick. The worst they could do is 9 for the MLB draft. The Twins tank is rolling. There's a good chance they are, because the White Sox, the Rockies are ineligible for the number 1 overall pick, despite being worse teams because of the new anti-tanking rules.
Mm-hmm.
There is a good chance the Twins will get a top 5 draft pick. So, there's some hashtag something.
Suck for luck situation going on here. Is this an Alex Kirilloff chronic hand injury sort of thing waiting in the wings here with Keachall? Is this our buddy Zeke, who just needed to go put it in a brace for a few weeks and that was all it needs? Is this like just a cleanup sort of surgery if he needs to have surgery and he'll be ready to roll by spring training anyway? Do we know anything? Is it anything? Is it if the Twins were in a playoff push, he'd be able to keep playing? What is this? What is it? Is it anything?
This is about as far as we know, because the Twins are they haven't released the MRI results, which probably means they're just waiting to get confirmation on the plan ahead. So this is as much information as we know at this current juncture. We'll probably know more by the end of the week. That'll certainly be asked because there's nothing else to talk about with the team. What'll happen? So yeah,
doesn't matter for today or the next 4 days.
Right. Is this going to keep him out a month? Shoot. All right. Well, by Christmas time, he'll be hitting again. No problem. And then
it could keep him out. Honestly, it could keep him out till March. Who cares?
Well, it just depends on the surgery. It said could require surgery. If it doesn't require surgery and it's just let it heal on its own, cool. If it needs surgery, then that obviously is. That's
less good, but again,
it's hand surgery. How it kind of Kirilloff had the wrist. That was what.
Well, I know, but it's still those digits. Those get to be chronic. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of muscle in there.
Right. Exactly. So. That's the breakdown for the Minnesota Twins in terms of if you look at the kind of way too early picks, I guess, for lack of a better term, for the Major League Baseball draft, there's a decent amount of college shortstops that are kind of ranking towards the top of the list. So,
whatever.
There's something. Yeah, it's so hard with the Major League Baseball draft to get any kind of excited about something unless it's like a Jackson Holiday or somebody where it's oh, that guy's dad played, that guy's been awesome. But even still, that takes 3 years.
There was a Holiday taken in the last draft, which I watched, by the way. I watched the MLB draft on TV. Not good. Not their Mel Kiper, whoever I'm throwing this guy under the bus. This is very unprofessional and I apologize. He had his best 5 available for the draft, right? To start the draft.
Yep.
And none of his best 5 available were taken in the first
5. Yeah, not great.
It was just a kind of a brutal watch.
It was a brutal watch. Major League Baseball has tried to get their draft. Obviously, the NFL draft is the number 1, most hyped, anticipated draft. The NFL just does a good job managing the product. The NBA is the second best by default. But most of the time with the NBA, you already know
lottery.
the craziest thing about the NBA is like if there's a draft day trade, but like the NBA's is so hard to manage because you can't technically trade a player until a certain point. So like everybody's got to put the wrong hat on and stuff like that. It's like such a weird rule where it's like I can't even enjoy it a little bit because the commissioner can't even say this guy's a Timberwolf. He has to say he's a Spur, and we can't officially announce it for like 3 more weeks.
Well, and there's like something maybe some of this is marketing, like you said, controlling your own storyline. But in the NFL draft, you can get a really good player pretty much anywhere in the entire draft. And if outside of the lottery in the NBA, you're pretty much
it's going to be a developmental player.
Yeah, it's a little.
Even the lottery picks are developmental.
And Major League Baseball has the worst of both of those worlds, where you could get anybody anywhere at any time. There's a million players to pick, and the lottery doesn't, unless it's Mark Pryor and Joe Mauer, who's going to go 1 and 2, or a Holiday brother or something. Like, it just doesn't.
Right.
Al Leiter's kid.
Unless Paul Skeens is like tearing up the SEC.
Correct. Yeah. So there's just like, there's no big names in college baseball for whatever reason. And then there's a million players. Like, there's just a million players.
Yeah. It's interesting. All right, wrapping things up with talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves. ESPN is their top 100 player list in the NBA coming into the season.
Okay.
They have not gotten all the way to the end of the list yet, but we have gotten through some portion of the list. So there are 4 Timberwolves currently in this top 100.
Based on what? See, is this player?
Like top 100 players in the league?
I know, but like, where are they? Is it like, is Stephen A. Smith picking these players?
This is like
ESPN media?
This is the ESPN media. I think this is like a panel. This is like kind of like the NFL does their top 1. Like there's some formula in it, but basically it's a ranking system.
Okay.
One Timberwolves starter is not in that list. Do you want to take a guess as to which Wolf that is? Because the other 4 starters are on the top 100.
Is Mike Connolly considered a starter?
Yes.
Then him.
Yeah. There is one guy on the Wolves bench who is in the top 100. You want to take a guess on who that is?
Yeah, Nazareth Reed.
Nazareth. Is that his actual name?
I don't think so, but that'd be awesome.
It should be, because I'm Naz, short for Nazareth.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's just Naz Reed. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
Makes sense. If you want to look, by the way, 98th best player in the league is Walker Kessler, according to ESPN. Writing this article, it's a combination of like a bunch of different guys in an ESPN panel. Walker Kessler, by the way, the Jazz will not re-sign. So,
right.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker showing up on 96 on this list.
Sure, that makes sense.
As well. Naz Reid is 90th on this list.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Last year he was 87.
Sure.
Coming off 6th man of the year, there's obviously some regression. But Reid did make 175 threes last season, which was a career high and most among centers last year.
He's awesome. I don't know what else there is to say about it. Naz Reid's a really nice basketball player.
Nazareth knows how to ballerith, as the kids say. Coming in at number 75 was Jaden McDaniels. Last year he ranked 77.
Okay.
One key stat to remember, last season McDaniels was one of 5 players with 1,000 points, 100 steals, and 50 blocks, joining Shea, Anunoby, and Daniels and Harden. So in some pretty good company.
OG Anunoby?
Yeah.
It feels, my gut instinct, like emotionally maybe would be the better way to say this, 75 feels too low for him. But also, like, if you were to list the other 75, I at least would understand.
Let me put who's right a couple spots in front of him. At 73, Derek Lively II.
Yeah, that's like he's pretty important to that
Zach
team.
Levine, Kobe White.
Yeah,
Michael Porter Jr.
I'm out on him, but that's that again. Now I'm just getting personal.
Josh Hart is at 69.
Sure. Yeah, okay. I think that's okay. That's an appropriate spot then for him to be. It's a coin flip, right? Like probably 5 to 10 in front of him to 5 to 10 behind him. You could put
Christian
it.
Braun is at 62.
Yeah, I think Jaden's a better player than Christian Braun, who's nice. I like Christian Braun.
Braun, he's got really good marketing. That's what helps him.
He's a fun white guy too. Like that makes a
Speaking
difference.
of other fun white guys, Austin Reeves is at 60.
Yeah, okay. He's really nice. But I think like if you put Jaden there, if you switch those two, I don't know that people would throw a huge fit.
Right.
So if that's the case, then I can't throw a fit about the order that it is. You know what I mean?
Coming at number 49 was Rudy Gobert. Last year he ranked 34.
Okay.
Here's the signature stat.
Projected little regression, I would imagine, for him.
Yeah, well, it depends, right? Like, how is the ranking play? Is it a projection or is it just a based off of last year? You know what I mean? Like, it's always fascinating because everybody kind of picks and chooses depending on how you. Yeah, exactly. Opponents shot 57% on layups and dunks with Gobert on the court, which is third best in the NBA, and versus 62% when he was not on the floor, which ranks 21st.
Yeah, and that's why Naz Reid is 90th.
Right. Rudy Gobert plays if you could combine the scoring ability of Naz with the defensive play of Rudy, you'd have maybe the greatest player of all time.
Holy crap. Yeah, that player that's Victor Wembanyama is who that is.
It'd be a fully realized Victor Wembanyama.
Correct. Yeah, that player would be awesome.
That player would be great.
Kevin Durant. You get to peak Kevin Durant. That's who that player is.
Coming in at number 42 is given the goosebumps every time, Julius Randle.
Okay. Yeah, again, I'm interested to know like the 5 to 10 on either side because it feels like those numbers feel low, but then you have to really think about like where how many players there are in the league. You know, like the second best player on a 30 league team that you're getting to number 60.
Right.
A lot of instances. So that makes sense.
Ranked at number 43 was Lauri Markkanen. So one spot behind Randall.
Sure.
One spot in front is OG.
Okay.
Ranking at number 40 is Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
Feels right.
And they're like the exact opposite kind of guy.
Right.
Because you don't trust Aaron Gordon's offense, do you?
No.
And do you trust Randall's defense?
Not a lot.
I'm not saying he can't play defense. That's not what I'm saying. He played very good defense as a matter of fact.
In possession out, it's a little tough.
Sure.
Little tough. Coming in at number 27 was Karl Anthony Towns.
Sure, yeah.
Last year was ranked 30. This year, 27th. And the only thing that changed was the uniform he wears.
He was really good for them.
Mm-hmm.
But he was pretty, I think, career average for him.
Yeah. It's, again, playing in some of those bigger markets just definitely helps out. Chet Holmgren came in at number 24th. James Harden at number 23.
Sure.
Kawhi at 20.
See, by the way, Kawhi is an impossible. You just like, where do you, you could put him at 6 if you wanted to. You could put him at 96. He's pretty unreliable.
How about this one? Jimmy Butler at 18.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
last year he was 28th.
Who would I rather have? Would I rather have Jimmy Butler or Julius Randle? Like, are the Timberwolves better with Jimmy Butler or Julius Randle? What do you think?
Assuming we're taking chemistry out of this, like if it's just a straight 1-to-1 situation,
straight up playing basketball.
I mean,
feels like a toss-up to me. I'm a Timberwolves fan, and I liked what Julius did, and I don't like Butler. I want that is very that needs to be a very clear disclaimer on all this. But I don't think the Timberwolves are like. Are the Timberwolves going to the finals with Jimmy Butler on their team over Julius Randle? Like that's the margin we're talking about here, right?
Right.
He didn't make the difference for Golden State.
No, and in fact, when Steph went out, he very much disappeared.
Yeah.
So
it's probably fair. It's also a good indication, though, of how close 20 to 60 actually are.
Exactly. Coming in at number 12 was Cade Cunningham. Number 11 was Jalen Williams of the Thunder, and the top 10 have not been released yet, which means that it's very likely your friend and mine, Anthony Edwards, will be in the top 10 on this NBA list. Where do we think he ranks before this comes out? You're getting a piece of paper. I'm guessing you're getting it to write down some names.
All right. I need to know, are LeBron and Steph on that list anywhere?
They are not on this list. Okay. Anthony Davis was like 14th.
So LeBron, Steph,
Shea,
Luka, SGA, Jokic, Giannis. I would imagine Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Been listed yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Was already listed.
What's that?
Embiid was already listed.
He was, okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
maybe
7, 8. Oh, yeah. I wonder if Tate is Brown. Did Brown get listed?
Yes, he did.
He was, okay. Yeah, I wonder, are they going to put Tatum in there even though the injury? That will be the interesting.
Tyrese
Halliburton, he's not listed yet.
I didn't see him.
Is KD on the list? Was KD listed? So here's what I think. KD, we go on there, and then Halliburton, and I think Tatum is not going to be on the list because he's injured.
Yeah.
So your 10 are going to be in no particular order: LeBron, Steph, Luka, SGA, Jokic, Giannis, Brunson, Ant, KD, Halliburton.
Yeah.
I think Ant is going to be ahead of Halliburton.
Because you're playing injury into this?
No, because I'm playing they're just going to respect some of these other guys who have done it for longer. Sure. Or are media darlings. I think Ant is 9th.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think Ant is going to be 9. Halliburton will be 10. Ant will be 9.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're having Ant over Halliburton because Halliburton had the injury?
No, because Ant is better than Halliburton.
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah,
no, I don't, because he's better. That's why.
I didn't know if maybe because his team just made the finals.
No, I think they're down there because everyone else has done it at just a much higher level. The only person who hasn't yet on that list is Brunson, who's probably, I would say, 8th. Should I see if I can guess these in order?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so we'll do Halliburton 10. We'll do Ant 9. Jalen Brunson's the media darling. He's going to be 8. I got to cross these off. Then I think they go. Oh, I think they're going to go check into reality here a little bit. Maybe Steph. Okay, we'll cross that one off. Then I like KD. And then I like LeBron. KD, LeBron, cross them off. And then you go Giannis, SGA, Joker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, who'd I miss? Oh, I missed Luka. I think Giannis, Luka, SGA, Joker.
Interesting.
I mean, that's not how I would rank them, but the guy just won the MVP.
Yep.
But no one thinks he's better than Joker.
Exactly.
Joker 1, SGA 2, Luka 3, Giannis 4, LeBron 5, KD 6, Steph 7. Those 3 could be switched, definitely, in any particular order. Jalen 8, Ant 9, Halliburton 10. I really like that.
There we go.
Oh, man, please be right.
There you have it.
What if I'm right? What are you going to give me?
A crisp high 5.
Yay! Oh, virtual 5?
Virtual 5.
Boom.
Morning Sports Desk, powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. See you tomorrow.
Powered by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Follow the Morning Sports Desk on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And watch every show on YouTube.